What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here, and the Philadelphia Eagles are already seeing impressive early returns from their rookie defensive backs, most notably Cooper DeJean, the 40th overall pick back in April. Now, DeJean didn't start for the Eagles until week 6, but he has made his presence felt through 5 weeks as a starter. As you can see, per PFF, he's got 2 pressures, a sack, most notably that 85.9 coverage grade, and you see that show up in next-gen stats as well when it comes to passer rating, EPA, catch rate allowed over expectation, and coverage success. He is dominant so far as a starter. And when we get to the film, you're going to get to see how well Cooper DeJean has acclimated to this Vic Fangio system and why his second half could be even better. So let's dive into the film and take a look at Cooper DeJean. All right, guys, so we go into the film room taking a look at Cooper DeJean. And in the Fangio defense, the nickel corner has a lot of responsibilities. Obviously, part of the Fangio system is committing a lot to the run, even in this sort of deeper shell coverage. And the nickel corner is going to be a big part of that. And you see DeJean doing this at a high level, filling against the run, making tackles near the line of scrimmage. But you also see these really, really impressive plays showing off the football IQ here against the Bengals, setting a strong edge, right, to really disrupt this run and prevent its success, right? So here, what he needs to do is set this edge, because if the offensive lineman pulling here can get to him and basically seal him off from the play, you get a potential big play working to the edge, to the corner. But because DeJean does a really nice job setting the edge here and turning this run back inside, it gets stopped in its tracks. And you see it here as well with against Dallas, where because he's disruptive at the point of attack here against the receiver, and he bumps him into the offensive lineman, there's a lot of disruption here where guys aren't going to get to their assignments, and Dowdle's going to cut this back inside. The great news, if you're DeJean, is you did exactly what you needed to do. You have help back to the inside, because DeJean disrupts that run from the moment the ball is snapped. It changes the game, and you love seeing nickel corners being a part of the run fit and creating success on early downs against the run and forcing teams into kind of a bind in second and third and longs. And again, as a tackler, right, making sure we're not giving up big runs, that's a huge part of playing that position, and DeJean is doing that at a really high level. Don't forget what he can do as a blitzer, right, with that closing speed. And they haven't sent him on a ton of blitzes, but they've been effective when he has come. And he did it twice here against Cleveland, where he's in the backfield, he's disrupting this play, and Watson drops the eyes to the rush. And basically that blitz, when it's well timed, is quickly ending plays. So really nice job from DeJean there. But also what you see is the closing speed. Now here, right, play action, we're going to try to get this pass quick into the flat to Elijah Moore. But because DeJean has such impressive closing speed, look at him close that quickly and kind of stop the play in its tracks. Here on fourth down, a really, really nice job, again, showcasing the closing speed, but what he can do, in the open field as a tackler as well on this 4th and short, where they're trying to get Jamar Chase, the Bengals are, an easy completion where he can work after the catch. And it works. Like, they get the ball out to him, but DeJean, closing speed plus limiting yards after the catch and being a reliable tackler, stops the 4th down attempt in its tracks. It's a really key play in the game, and he's a big part of that. So that's really, really good to see. And again, you still see that, right? The closing speed and then limiting yards after the catch here against CeeDee Lamb, right? This is a throw short, but it's stopped in his tracks immediately. Not to mention this 4th down as well against the Jaguars, where, again, he just sees Evan Ingram quickly working into the flat, and he's there in an instant. Was he there a little early? Sure. But he's disrupting it, and he gets the 4th down stop. 2 of them this year. Really, really impressive stuff. Now, also what you see from DeJean, a great play here against Dallas, where this is a screen to Lamb, right? They're trying to get him the ball, get him into some rhythm. And DeJean just blows by one of the blockers and basically just ends this play quickly in its tracks. Eagles defenders rally to help the cause. Yes, it's a missed tackle, but that disruption just crushes the whole play at the source. So really, really nice job there. Here against Cleveland, I think you see a really nice job navigating through traffic here, right? They're trying to get, that type of kind of rub route almost where receivers trying to get in the way of the DB so someone can get freed up. But nope, just and a good job from Slay too is kind of that understanding that, okay, DeJean's going to slip between me and my assignment at receiver, but DeJean just, it looks like veteran stuff when you watch him at the nickel position, and especially here, right, when you get into the coverage aspect of things where, yep, okay, see, contact the receiver, pass him off to the linebacker, and then make sure you have your eyes back to the flat here at Daniel Jones. Not to mention, we're going to throw the running back out of the way as a potential blocker and limit Daniel Jones, the runner, which isn't always the easiest thing to do. Now here you get a bunch look for the Giants, and DeJean just has a really nice feel for route depth and what he's seeing and what he's going to get in terms of a concept here, because again, got his hand on Neighbors here and is just in great position. Good coverage feel in terms of what the design is going to be and where Neighbors is going to end up on his route, takes it away, forces a Daniel Jones scramble. Once again, a really nice feel for coverage in that, like, he already sees in breaker, okay, I got to carry the tight end vertically here on a corner route, and just in a really, really good position where he's just taking throws away consistently. And that's what you want to see when you're in coverage, especially at nickel corner. And another thing he does really well, and it's a subtle thing, and it's not the easiest to see here, but you do see it, where it is, okay, basically pointing, right? He's saying, okay, you have the crosser right to the linebacker, and I'm going to pick up something vertically. And he's already got his eyes to Jamar Chase to see, okay, is he going to run a corner route? Is he going to run something to the pylon? Like, I'll be in position for it. He doesn't end up doing that, but you see that pointing, the communication that, you usually get from veterans in this system, and to see DeJean already doing that stuff is really, really impressive. Now here, a similar thing where he just, his eyes on the QB, a great feel for what the play is calling for what the design's going to be, where it's a vertical route here for the number 2, right? And he runs it through the safety, and DeJean, just a really nice job, again, opening up to the play, getting your eyes on receivers to the side, because if somebody's going to get out late to the flat, that's fine, we'll rally to the football. I'd rather be in a position in coverage where he sees Josevich breaking on this route, on this dig concept on dagger, and just says, no, I'm going to be in the right spot. I know this is what they're trying to get to, and I'm in the position to make the play. Pass breakup, near interception, because he just has a great feel for the concept and a great job locating receivers and getting into passing lanes. It's really impressive, and it's kind of a similar thing here where he's getting eyes on the receiver, right? What's coming? Okay, he's breaking to the inside, maybe a little late to this one, but he has help to the inside. He's still recognizing what's happening on concepts, and he's in position to make plays. Similar one here where the Jaguars are going to motion in. It's going to be kind of almost a switch release off that motion, and DeJean just in man coverage essentially here, right? Good contact at the top of this route, and he's in position to close and make a play at the catch point, which he does. Impressive pass breakup. Good patience, good in transition, and nice catch technique at the top of the route to generate some, disruption at the top of said route. Now here, pretty simple, in coverage against Jerry Jeudy on the fade, just squeeze to the sideline, limit a window for him to make this play, and just kind of guide him out of bounds. Just a really, really nice rep there. Now, DeJean's got Elijah Moore on this play, and Elijah Moore is going to run a little comeback route. Watch DeJean, eyes on, really nice in transition, mirroring the top of that route and basically taking it away from Deshaun Watson there, and of course helping force him out of bounds. Now here in the slot against Jamar Chase, again, not an easy assignment. Chase is trying to work on an in-breaker over the middle. So he love to try and use some hesitation, use some salesmanship to kind of get DeJean to jump outside and make him think it's an outbreaker. DeJean stays patient in the hip pocket and just does a great job erasing any chance of Burrow throwing this to Chase, right? And Burrow does scramble, but it's just a really, really good rep in coverage. And you see DeJean also do, the simple things, right? The subtleties of playing, slot corner where, okay, how much can I do to help disrupt some of this and make it even that much harder on the quarterback, right? Drive the receiver off his route a little bit, throw off the timing, but also be in a good position to stay balanced, stay patient for the receiver that's going to be coming into your area. And here, a really nice job, nice jam at the line of scrimmage, throw off a little bit of the timing and still be in the hip pocket to make a play if the throw is on target. And the same thing goes for here, right? Inside kind of stem, and the receiver is going to try to move DeJean out of the picture, essentially. But DeJean does a nice job recovering. And again, good catch technique. Disrupt the top of this route. Burrow cannot go here. There is no window to throw this. He is forced to throw the ball outside the numbers. And so, yes, DeJean's doing a phenomenal job. But obviously, if you've kind of looked at the Fangio scheme in depth, you know how difficult it can be at times, right? Whether it's, okay, am I supposed to have the number 2 on this vertical route, or am I supposed to take the in-breaker? Hard to know. It's 2 rookies, right? It is Mitchell and DeJean on this play, but you can see a little coverage miscommunication here that leads to a chunk play for the Giants. Same thing goes here. Again, if this is his assignment to take the crosser all the way, good. But if not, he needs to be in a position where he's passing this off to somebody in coverage and taking the crosser coming back into his zone. So there could be coverage miscommunications there, but also that could be DeJean being in the right spot. But I think it's worth highlighting that, again, this scheme can be complex sometimes with its rules, so you never know what you're going to get. Now here, again, he's been a pretty reliable tackler, but against some of the bigger backs, the stiff arm, a little bit tougher there to make a play, but you want to see him make tackles like that consistently. And again, not every rep in coverage has been perfect to this point. He has been, when he gets a little flat-footed and kind of not in good body position to handle some physicality at the top of routes, he can lose like he does there to Tillman. And then, of course, again, he had a great rep against Jamar Chase. This is a little bit tougher one, right? Just kind of widen that release, a little bit of a spray, and then Chase is just phenomenal. So again, it's not easy. It's not easy playing in coverage, but I think DeJean has done a really, really good job to this point. And you see it. You see the coverage instincts, the football IQ, the ability to set an edge and be, integral to the run defense is massive for this Eagles defense. And then obviously how good he is in coverage matters a ton. And that's why I think you're going to see a big second half from Cooper DeJean on this Eagles defense. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on Cooper DeJean. If you did, throw a like down there, subscribe if you're new. Plenty more film room content on the way very, very soon. I will catch you guys in the next video. Farewell.